Hello. This is weird. Where's my... Hello. Am I live? Even if I'm live, I'm not too sure what I'm looking at because it's been a while since I used software. So, am I live?
So when a client comes to us with an ask to launch an influencer.
Okay, I guess I'm live, not live. Somewhere along the lines, I think I'm live. Yes, I think I'm live because I can see myself on YouTube here. Yeah, hello, welcome. I thought I'll just start a bit early today and just begin the show. So, welcome. I've not seen most of you in a while. I've not been on YouTube much. I've got some issues with my YouTube, but hey ho, I'm going to be back here today to share what I want to share the market this evening. But before I begin, I just want to say I had a plan to share on what the market is about. The breakout, I think the market is poised for a breakout. But however, with the Elon Musk and Trump argument online, I think that could derail and change the whole landscape of things. So while we get there, I just want to share a bit of a screen. If you can jump here with the Elon Musk. So just to recap on what's happening today. Okay, the important news is today. Derail and change. Seriously, there's a few things that happened this week. One is we've got ETF by Dan Ives on tech stocks, AI. There's one great news. Two great news is about the Nintendo Switch. Okay, everybody's talking about Nintendo Switch. Great news. Nintendo Switch 2 is great for Nvidia. It's great for AI. It's great for the gaming sector. I like the gaming sector a lot. Okay, it's great. There's a rebirth of the gaming sector. Okay, that's two. That's great. And then now we've got the whole thing that just masked everything. AVGO earnings is today and nobody cares about it because Elon Musk and Donald Trump is having an online war. Okay, there's so much happening. I like the gaming sector a lot. Discussion is great. There's a rebirth of the gaming sector. Okay, that's great. So much. And then now we've got the whole thing that just masked everything. AVGO earnings is today and nobody cares about it because Elon Musk and Donald Trump is disagreement with the bill. Where I said the bill meaning the bill is not in favor of the rebirth of the gaming sector. Tesla cars, vehicles. And then now we've got the whole thing that just masked everything. AVGO earnings is today and nobody cares about it because Elon Musk and he was in disagreement with the bill. Where I said the bill meaning the bill is not in favor of the rebirth of the gaming sector. Tesla cars, vehicles. And then now we've got the whole thing that just masked everything. AVGO earnings is today and nobody cares about it because now we've got he was in disagreement with the bill. Where I said the bill meaning the bill is not in favor of the rebirth of the gaming sector. Tesla cars, vehicles. And then now we've got the whole thing that just masked everything. AVGO earnings is today and nobody cares about it because now we've got he was in disagreement with the bill. I said the bill meaning the bill is not in favor of the rebirth of the gaming sector. Tesla cars, vehicles. And then now we've got the whole thing that is good. AVGO earnings is today and nobody cares about it because now we've got so let's disagreement what I said for share bill. I said the bill meaning want to have a war with this was what I was share. Then you had and then now we've got the whole thing I see from the market. So let's share bill on the closing bell. Meaning want to have a war with this was what I really want to share about. Then you had and now we've got the whole thing I see tomorrow from the market. So let's share bill on the closing bell. Meaning want to have a war with this was what I really want to share about. Then you had now we've got the whole thing has sort of so let's share bill on the closing bell. Meaning want to have a war with this was what I really want to share about. Then you had now we've got the whole thing has sort of so let's share bill on the closing bell. Meaning want to have a war with this was what I everyone has share on the closing bell on the other side, sorry. On the other side, sorry. Even before Yes, I noticed the sound's gone crazy. Yeah, I'm so sorry, guys. The sound's gone crazy. I think. Hello, Key. I think you can hear me now. The sound's gone absolute crazy. I'm so sorry. For the last 5 minutes, I've been speaking to terrible sound here. I just realized because I wasn't watching my OBS. Hands up, my fault. I don't know where the sound is coming from, but I need to stop that sound. So I've stopped that sound. It stopped going mad just now. Let's recap. It sounds like I have to go back to reverse and recap of what I've been speaking for the last 7 minutes. This is embarrassing. Okay, this is embarrassing. Let's recap on where I'm coming from. I apologize to everybody out there. And now it stopped. Yeah, it stopped. So I can see it stopped. There's a lot of background noise. That's my fault. I did not adjust mine. So if you guys are still out there with me, let me recap. Let me fast track a bit. Let me get straight to the point. Okay, today I was about to recap the stock market, where I have a presentation about where I think that we are on a bullish cycle. This is my presentation. But everything will derail. Why? Because of Mr. Elon Musk and Donald Trump are on a fighting war out there. Okay, it's starting to derail. Why? Even AVGO earnings is starting not looking great. Okay, guys, AVGO earnings is starting to come down. Stocks are starting to start moving. People are starting to think and what risk are they displaying. Even Tesla itself has dropped 18% today. Not great at all. Okay, but I'm still going to present the facts, because the facts that I'm presenting is all based on data. It's all based on fundamentals. It's all based on what I see. Okay, what's going to change tomorrow? We will oblige to comply, because we need to ride with the market. Okay, and the three big news today before Elon Musk and Trump fighting. The first one is Dan Ives has launched his ETF 30 greatest AI stocks that he's launched. Okay, he's got the Nvidia, he's got the AMD, he's got the all this Tesla. He's priced up, he's pushed up his price to Microsoft. But all the it'd be great. It means that the AI and tech stocks are poised to go higher. Business, fundamentals, technicals, the capex spending, the AI raise, they're all intact. That's why he's released that. I think that's positive for the market going higher in my point of view. Right timing for him. And the second thing was Nintendo Switch 2 came out. You thought it was just a gaming market, but it's pushing the whole gaming sector forward, okay? With Nvidia saying that their GPU gaming has got to almost all-time high. It will push AMD. It will push game sales. It will push Crochet, all the game sales. The RAMs, microns are going up. So this is positive for the AI, the hardware sector, and also the AI, the software, and now the power. It's all really, really positive. But the third news came out with all that fighting in bidding war between President Trump and also Elon is not helping the situation. Could it derail? But let my show proceed. What I want to present to you still proceed. But before I go, I just want to check that everything's okay. It's okay. Okay, Mike's confirmed it's good. Everybody confirm that it's still okay. Okay, so now let me proceed with my presentation. I apologize for what's happened just now. Okay, guys, the closing bell. I'm back for closing bell. It's been a while since I've been doing closing bell, but let's recap. What do I want to speak about today is where we are now. I speak at the macro. Let's bring the macro in. I want to explain to you that the semi stocks looks like it's poised for a breaking out. And then the three most stock, number 3, 4, and 5, IonQ, CoreWeave, MetaPlanet, so popular stock, regardless of the fundamental, which I don't think they are worth that much, but people are buying it, people are pumping, and the technicals are, the stars are aligned just now, potentially for a higher up. But that was before me seeing what's happening between Elon and Trump. Okay, let's just focus on the company itself, and then what are the biggest next big sector that I want to speak. One big sector. Okay, so now on the macro. The macro, the gold. Okay, the gold hit all-time high. It's going sideways. People are still feeling that cash should be de-risked. Okay, where do we de-risk? On gold. So anybody who bought gold around about Liberation Day or nearby Christmas, they're still moving up. They're moving sideways. Regardless of the 1% drop that we see, oh, gold is dropping 1%. It's still up there. People are still harboring cash. Gold are parked on cash. There was a joke today. There was a joke that I heard today. Do you know that if you got 10 gold coupons, 10 gold pieces that you buy from Costco, back in 1929, with 10 of those pieces, you could buy a house. Okay? And because of the share price today, if you got 10 of the same gold plates today, you will also buy a house today. So it goes to show the price of the house has never changed. It's the inflation that's really changed all around us. That's a funny fact. Gold, you think is going up? No, it's actually staying in line with the inflation. Think about that, yeah? Bonds. The risk is still on the table. Regardless of liberation, there are no liberation. The bonds are still up high. There are lots of bonds, T-bills, US bills, bonds, Japanese bonds, blah, blah, blah. I look at the Moody's Season 8 AAA corporate bond yield, 20-year. Why? Because this dictates the price valuation of a company. Okay? Look, since January, it's still up high, 5.5%. Back in October, it was low, about 4.5%. Now it's at 5%. It hasn't changed. Until this thing drops below, then I can calmly call it, we're back, boys. The bull market is about. Now, the stock market is going ahead. The bonds is lagging behind. Jamie Dimon says the bond market is going to break. When he breaks, he's not going to cry because he's told all of us. Again, he's also a speculator as much as us. But the risk is still on the table. DXY, the dollar has come down. People said dollar's coming down is bad. Yeah, it's bad for a portfolio. But when the dollar's cheaper, people buy the American stocks. When the dollar's cheaper, it makes trade a lot easier, a lot more balanced. You can see Melicabo, the South American companies, you can see, Grab, GrabGo, all the Southeast Asian companies, they're starting to come back because the currency is helping the whole situation just now. It's balancing up the level playing field. VIX. VIX has come down on the green zone. On this green zone, what I call it, this green zone is the cruise control mode. 18, 20, 21. This is the cruise control mode that we see. But what's going to happen tomorrow, we will actually wait and see, because Tesla has dropped 18%, CoreWeave has dropped 18%. So we need to watch and see. I think Palantir has dropped 5% today as well. So we need to see, are people like crazy taking profit because they think there's a bigger risk coming up? Bigger calculated risk coming up. So now, as we stand with the facts that we have, we are in cruise control. We're not supposed to sell, we're not supposed to buy. If you want to sell, you really want to sell, it's really around about the 16 zone. It's really bullish. People are going a bit crazy, you sell. But now things might be changing. Narratives of people's tweet is changing the game. For now, VIX is still stable. But let's watch tomorrow. This is where it all plays well for me. This is where I see why I think it's bullish. Okay? Why? Look, we have got a bullish trend. We pull back after Liberation Day. We bottom up at 16,500. Okay, we see the clear bottom. It bounced back up. You see the 4-hour chart on the 50 and 200-day moving average. Yes, that has crossed over. When that crossover means it's a golden cross and we're poised for an upside. And this is only on a 4-hour chart. It means I'm already predicting ahead. Yeah, it's going to be another 3 weeks, 4 weeks before the 1-day chart kicks in, but we need it to push higher. So it looks like it's pushing high. It looks like it's going to break all-time high from where it comes, because even the MACD has starting to position itself. Okay, before I go, Buy Trigger Club, I'm just going to shove it in there. Buy Trigger is where I spend most of my time, and now with the trials over, I've opened up monthly. So if you guys want to freely come and join, you can feel free to come and join me, because I do loads of live on the segment. Okay, so that's me pushing it through, but let's go more chart where I see, okay, what I see going forward. The Nasdaq golden cross, the Amazon, you can see slowly coming to the golden cross as well on the 4-hour chart. The Meta already golden cross, it points that it's going to go higher. The Google soon to be golden cross as well. Okay, the Nvidia already golden cross, looking like it's trying to break beyond 150. Okay, for the higher risk stocks, you can see a cup. I'm not sure there was a formation of a handle, but it's breaking out higher because of S&P 500. So the smaller cap stocks, even the HIMS, a cup, handle, it looks like golden cross is getting ready to push up higher. This is why I see that things are pretty bullish. Again, before the whole feud that came through, looks pretty bullish to me. This is one of my favorite charts, which I share with the club members week on, week off. The 13-month sideways market for the SMH. SMH is the ETF for semiconductor. Do you know that the semiconductor hit at that point? And for 13 months, it's been going sideways for 13 months. Since like around March last year, and now we're May, about 13 months. And now I did draw this in advance. Okay, I did show it to the club members that it's going to go down just before the earnings. Nvidia earnings are going to go up. It's going to push it higher, come back down a bit on that support level at 250, and then it will eventually break all-time high. It's cooking that way as I see. Okay, Nvidia earnings great. AVGO earnings was great. I know they've dropped by 2-3% just now. TSMC is doing well. They're always breaking sales revenue. AMD gaming is coming back. Micron is leading the way. Dell is capturing all the resources for the Blackwell. CoreWeave is pushing higher. So there's a lot of positive play around here. ASML orders will be going nuts when the industry factories are being built in Arizona. So there's a lot of upside for semiconductors. So I don't care whatever else, but they look like they're ready to rock and roll. Now, for the 3 stocks, remember when I was saying that I want to speak about INOQ, CoreWeave, Metaplan, the 3 most popular stock among investors, traders. Okay, these are the hot topic of the month. Okay, let's go to INOQ. INOQ, what did it do? Quantum computing, I don't believe it's ready, but people are buying in advance. Fundamentally, yeah. Let me tell you straight up front. Fundamentally, INOQ valuation that you pay $50 today, you're actually paying for the valuation in 2030 or 2032. They're not going to make any profit, any money until 2030. They're going to break even 2030, and now we're only like 2025. So people are already paying 7 years advance INOQ. Company that's going to be making losses, no revenue up 2030. Fundamentally, it looks absolutely nuts to be paying this value. But look at that. Everybody is buying the cup, formation of the handle, the golden cross. It looks like it's going to go higher. Fundamental, it fails all. I can't buy triggers this. I cannot form a buy trigger, but fundamentally, people are pushing it higher. Retailers are pushing this higher. I'm not going to sit here saying, oh, it's going to break, let's short it. I'm not even going to try to short it. But at the moment, it looks like it's going to go higher. Regardless of what Quantum is doing, but people are buying. It's this whole GameStop. People don't care. People buy. Okay, whatever the CEO says, whatever Jensen say Quantum, it goes up. The next one, CoreWeave. CoreWeave 150. Today it dropped about like 17%, maybe down about 139 just now. But CoreWeave, what do? CoreWeave rents you service. You can't buy Blackwell. You've got a small company. You can't afford to spend $1 million on a Blackwell server. You can rent tokens. You can rent GPUs of them, Blackwells of them. They're just like the Uber, the Airbnb of AI. And with at this rate they're going, all this pump up, all these green big candles, yeah, lots of traders taking profits up, but they're all institutional buying. So there's someone in there, a buying institution buy up 25% a day, drop 5%, then up again 10%. This is all institution buying, okay? Every time it moves a percentage, it goes up another 10, 15 billion again. And we laugh about this, yeah? EPS expected end of the next year, now they're making 1.9 billion. By the end of this year, they're going to make about 4.5 billion. That's going to be like almost 200-300% growth. And then eventually EPS will start hitting 4, 5, 6. And 150, you laugh at it, but we are actually paying year-end 2026. We're paying 18 months in advance for the valuation. And if they break record, they're going to come even closer to the future valuation. So people are buying. It's absolute nuts. You see that golden cross there? People are buying. People are pushing. It might be come down. Is it over? We will see tomorrow and Monday and Tuesday. It dropped 17% today. Again, trust me, I've seen it go 17%. It goes up 25% the following day. Another one, MetaPlanet. Everybody speaks about it. I don't know much about this, but MetaPlanet is like the Asian version of Michael Saylor stocks, you know, the MSTR, MicroStrategy of Japan. What was it, like a restaurant company that buys Bitcoin and now uses Bitcoin to harvest and generate more Bitcoin, and now they've got 8,888 Bitcoins. MetaPlanet has been pumped all the way to 16, come back down. Famous chicken genius saying he's buying 1 million, and then another guy tweeted saying I'm also buying another million. So folks are starting to buy because they think, in comparison to Coinbase and MicroStrategy, this guy's MetaPlanet, a Japanese company, are way undervalued, and they're buying. So there is this religion out there that folks are simply retailers, so rich, man, are buying what they think is right, and collective buying, like the whole GameStop saga, is starting to move momentum. Palantir was the hot stock of one day. Then they moved to Robinhood. And now they see CoreWeave, they jump to CoreWeave. And the CoreWeave came down and they thought Robinhood has got good S&P fund, now they can jump back on Robinhood. So fundamentals, future valuations has gone out of the window. Everyone's just going momentum. That's why you see stocks like MetaPlanet, CoreWeave, INOQ all going. Fundamentally, I cannot put any buy trigger on them. All I can do is my TA. But they're just going through the roof, okay? Yeah, but the key thing is, what's the next big thing? Okay, I spoke that I think I like gaming. Okay, the gaming sector is doing well. I think the gaming sector is left. Okay, Crochet was at $6, now they're at $9, you know, up almost like 40%. Nintendo was at one point, it's like 50, now it's up 20-something% because of Switch. Take-Two is breaking all-time high. EA will be also moving higher. Nvidia selling more GPUs than ever. AMD will start catching up. Next quarter, AMD will start looking really, really well for the gaming sector. So, not gaming sector, but Alex, what are you trying to tell us with the light bulb here? So where I'm coming from is I think the energy sector is lagging. I think the energetic sector, because you've seen chart online saying that the Chinese are producing far more energy compared to the US, to Japan, to Korea. Chinese are far more superior. They have planned ahead for comparatively to produce energy ready for data center. But US is not ready. Europe is not ready. Qatar may be ready, but they still need to put infrastructure in place. So people are going to start building, not just AI data center, not TSMC, but they're going to start building energy. Okay, so energy is something that I'm watching. The club members have been mentioning it. A few people saying, Alex, what do you think of the energy sector? I think it's great. Which energy sector? I don't know. Solar, green again, oil, equipment, infrastructure. So on my Buy Trigger Club stock screener, so far I've added 1, 2, 3, 4. Ignore the double Tesla, okay? Tesla, because I've got Tesla good and Tesla bad. But I've got VST, supplies the Southwest. Is it Southwest? In more like Texas, Arizona utility company. I think they're very good growth, because for me, growth about 7% is great. Other companies are growing like 4, 3, 2%. You've got NEE growing about 8%. GEV also a supply, and one thing is missing is Caterpillar, also on Buy Trigger. Caterpillar should be in there as well. Caterpillar supplies solar equipment. Oops, sorry. Let me just show the screen again here a bit. Okay, VST, Tesla, NEE, GEV, and also Caterpillar. Those are the ones energy that I'll be looking at. They're slow. They're not expected to grow like all those hype stocks, but they are good, stable company. The only high risk one are the Tesla and VST. Tesla, I know Elon speaks about the solar. Elon speaks about the variation of the energy that he's trying to get into. But this could be, the energy sector could be the next big stable growth that we'll be looking at, which many people are missing messing up. You can chase the high growth like the Palantir, but the real one that's going to make real money and generates growth could be the next energy or could be the next gaming. That's where I am looking closely. Okay. So yeah, this is me. I hope this is useful. I will go into the question section to see if anybody's got a question or anything that's that you want to explain. I would like to sincerely apologize about the noise early on, wasted 7 minutes of your valuable time. But yeah, so this is really just my take on the market, my take on what's going forward. Okay, a bit of error. I can't really see the chat. I can see the public chat here, but if you got any questions, feel free. But other than that, thank you very much for your time, and then hopefully to see you guys again soon. Again on a live session or ways of developing new content, because I feel that we can speak to the market every day. Lots of people out there speak about the market, but I think that I need to focus back down on the educational level. I really want to go back to the 101, of fundamental, to the 101 of technical analysis, to 101 of valuation. The values that I try to do buy trigger. The whole point of buy trigger is to systematic investing, that I can reduce your time on looking at the market and focus your time with the family and saving the cash. And when it's the right time to buy, when the buy trigger comes in, you buy because you've done the homework months ago. You only buy it when the price is right. It's like when you want to buy a house. You know that house on that street, let's say Harvard Street, number 26 to 35, great schools around, great shops, the train station around, bus station around. But you can't afford it now because you think it's too overvalued. But one day, if that house that's worth $1 million drops to 800K, which you think it's worth, then you buy. But if it doesn't drop to 800K, you don't buy. And then one day comes along, you got money in the bank, it drops to 800K, you got spare cash. So it's a good time for investment. There you go, you buy it because you've done your homework many months ago. That's what the whole buy trigger system is about. I'm trying to preach that, I'm trying to sell that, so that people do not get absorbed into chasing the next big stock. It's fine to do trading. It's fine to spend 10% of your portfolio to trade something that's cheeky. If you lose it all, fine. You lose 10%. You still keep the 90%. But long-term, high-growth portfolio should be terminally focused on the quality and prepared and diversification and the quality you want to grow and beat the market, really. I think that's the message I'm trying to really go out there and really showcase. But again, I am in a sea of really competitive market where people are trying to do different things, trying to confuse people with trading and trying to sell you the fire nature, or you could get rich if you bought $1 million in the stocks and then the stocks go 500 times. I can't compete with those because those stories sounds more appetizing, the lottery way of the instant, but then the probability of getting rich that way is really, really small. I'm trying to help people and educate folks, family, mom and dad, that's got limited time, limited resources to learn, and let's do it the systematic way, the buy trigger method. This is me. My name is Alex Go. I'm looking at the comments. I apologize for the beginning. I really feel bad about it. I hope to improve for the next time. So give me a chance. I hope you guys come back again and give me a chance to prove myself again and to do a better showcase. Everybody makes mistake, but at least I'll bounce back and share this with you guys. Okay, guys. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it. And replay might look bad, but just fast forward the 7 minutes and you'll be fine. Have a good day, guys. Bye-bye.